Welcome back, y'all. To the back now, y'all. Now slide to the left. Now slide to the right. Oof, look at this bitch. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are going to do the sign of, did we do Capricorn yet? No, right? No Capricorn. Let's do Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorn. Sagittarius is next. Sagittarius, Capricorn, and what else we got? Oh, Sagittarius and Capricorn left over. So what did I do on the last one? I only did 4? I did 3, I mean? Or did I do more than that? Where is Paula? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, Matthew. Yes, I do private readings, but like I say to everyone that I'm a healer, so when I do private readings and I'm ready to channel and do all that, it has to be, you have to book it if you're really ready to like get a message and it's time for change, you know what I'm saying? Because if I just ran around and did readings for people all day just because they want to know if John will ever text them back, then Florina right here would be like draining all of this talent on this gift on literally people who just, they'll never change. Like, you know, some people will never change. They'll just be sitting there acting like they want to heal, but they don't. And listen, I ain't got time for it. I really don't. I'm sorry. I was in the beginning like, I'll help everyone. Now I'm like, no. You come to me when you really want to fucking get help. Like, it's a soul reading, baby. This ain't just like, all right, so, oh my God, I see John and he doesn't love you, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your pussy is not wet enough. Now you kind of know. I ain't doing all that. I do like readings that are for the soul, for the transformation. When you're ready to transform, you're like, I want to know what my spirit guides have to say to me. I want to know where I'm going to next. I want to know if my loved ones have any messages for me. I want channeled messages from my higher self to come through to me and let me know what I need to do to expand my life, to make my soul advanced, and then you can come to flow. But if you want to know if John texted you, there's a million fake ass readers out there and they'll lie to you all you want for $50. It's not a problem. Go ahead. Waste your money. Or, you know what I'm saying? Don't waste, like, I'm not, no, go ahead. I'm saying I support other readers a lot, you know, but some of the times I'm just like, bitch, are you psychic or are you just looking at cards? Because, bitch, I'm psychic. If I say something happens, 100% of the time so far, people have been like, that shit happened. Okay. So we are on Capricorn, and then we're going to do Sag next. So let's see what I'm getting for the Capricorns here. Thank you, Hood Hippie. No, really, I really don't waste my time because it's not, this is legit, right? When I do these readings, this is different. It's for the collective. I do it for fun, but I also use my gifts, but not as crazy as I do in a private reading. Private reading is like, it gets intense, which is why I can only do up to 2 readings a day. I cannot do more than 2 readings a day because I'm using a lot of energy and I have to regenerate my energy every time because it's deep. It's not just some regular shit, random shit, you know? Okay. So, and I'm saying for you guys to step into, this is pretty crazy that she's got this, okay. So Capricorn, I find it very interesting that she's got this, Selene, what's that one that we use? Every tarot reader uses. She's got that crystal in her hand. The one that every tarot card reader uses to ward off like any negative energy, to bring in and call in the light. And she's almost like about to hit something with it. So Capricorn, I feel like you're literally letting, listen, man, this is beautiful. Look at this. Look, the mommy is giving the baby some milk here. That's cute. This feels so strongly to me, like enlightenment here, and like, you know, motherly energy here, like a baby, like sucking on a nipple, like getting the milk, and they're in water and just out naked, and they don't care because, it's natural and it's beautiful. So for the Capricorns, I feel like somebody's going through a huge transformation. Huge, big time. Big selenite. Selenite. Thank you. That's it. I always get like the crystals confused because I have so many of them. But like there's some of them that I just know that that's what they are because they call me. There is somebody dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini here. A Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You could have cut off okay, so whoever you cut off, that you are now standing in your kind of like power here. This person didn't pay attention to you at all. Like, again, I look at this card as two ways. Like, this is the universe offering you a new gift, and you're kind of like not accepting it. But I feel like it's not that. I feel like in this circumstance, the situation, wow, look at that. Did you see that fly across the room? This is what's keeping you feeling a little down right now, Capricorn. If you're feeling a little bit down right now, it's because you're not, like, you really just got to step through the gates of happiness here, because you've really been holding yourself down here, okay? There's like a strong sense of like holding yourself down, not seeing the potential that you have, because let's just say it's because of this person from the past that either left you or you left them, okay? Somebody left somebody here. And I see a Taurus as well. But I feel like somebody, I'm looking for a new way to be wise, a new way to heal, a new way to move forward. And I'm getting stomach right now, my stomach, like right here again with this, the ajita type of thing going on here. So it could be somebody's like in the state of like nervousness, and like they're, again, picking up pain in the stomach and my lower back and like right here in this part of my back. I'm picking up pain there. So, somebody needs to clear this part of their stomach right here. It's like acid reflux type of energy, and I don't really get that at all. Like that's not, I don't ever get that actually, but I'm getting that strongly here. And this is nervousness. I'm feeling nerves. Like somebody's just always nervous. Like you gotta stop being so nervous. This shit is bringing you down, bro. Look at that shit. Shit is bringing you down. It's like you're nervous, though. You can't help it because it's like in the stomach area, and I just cleared it in my mind, and it just went away. So if you could just learn to control that, because it's almost like you're holding shit down so heavy. And let's just say for somebody here, you could be overeating, and then after you're feeling like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been working on that part of myself. Like I took a bath and worked on my solar plexus and all that, because, we tend to be bored at home and like overeating and don't know what to do with ourselves. Or it could be like emotional eating, I'm hearing for some of you as well. And remember, empathic people tend to overeat because we want to ground ourselves. So when you're highly empathic and you're in tune to every other level, you're like in tune to everything, the way we think to ground ourselves is to overeat so we can feel like grounded to the earth. However, don't ground yourself like that. Try to go outside and ground yourself, because right now you might be like tuned to so many different dimensions or levels or whatever, that you're kind of feeling this like need to ground. And so like maybe you're emotionally eating, or maybe you're emotional right now and you're not able to see the enlightenment that's being brought to you. The way you're gonna have a victory in whatever this circumstance is for you, this burdens that you're carrying, because somebody's really I'm feeling a heavy load here, heavy strong vibes of like somebody's like I feel like I need to release this is bothering me, like I don't know what to do. Like it's like Ayana, fix my life type of energy. Like, but your life is fixable, and it's not as bad as you think it is, all right? There's people who've been in the shit slums of earth and hell, and they've gotten out of it. So your little problems will go away. You'll be okay. There's a need for you to end who you think you are and become who you truly are. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I love that saying. We think we need to become who we want to become, but what we need to become is who we were made to, We think we need to become who we want to become, but what we need to become is who we truly are. That's like one of my favorite sayings. Hi, BGTC. How are you? Major deja vu. Oh, Matthew, come on. So it's like now it's like you think you need to be who you want to be, but you need to become who you were supposed to be. Don't ignore that. And heartless, it's because I am. That's it. Like, I tell people all the time, they're like, yo, when you give them a reading, I feel like you're talking to me. It's because I am. Your spirit guides have a funny way of connecting to people they feel will give you the message properly. Okay? So when you feel like you're hearing something that's personally being spoken to you, it's for a reason. Like, sometimes I'll watch something, I'm like, whoa, like, that's for me right there, you know? And that's good, because that means that your spirit guides are using people that you connect to or things that you connect to give you messages. Like, if you really get a chance to, go watch that video I made, the 5 things your spirit guide wants you to know, and they give you messages in the ways that you connect most to them. Okay, so if you love watching me on lives, then that's where your messages are going to come from, because they're gonna be like, all right, she needs a message, or he needs a message, let me wait until flow gets on. And then what they do is they connect to me and they let you know, like, and I'm very grateful for that, so I want you to get out of that energy, Capricorn, and really clear the stomach. I feel like somebody needs to work on their stomach, maybe their solar plexus and their root chakra, solar plexus and their sacral, so you could have a healthy relationship with your intuition, because your intuition has been calling you to change. Could be a diet, change the way you react to things, change the way you do things, things like that. I mean, I've been trying to get this to happen with the cards, and they haven't been flipping over. But just now, I'm on the Sagittarius reading now. So, 33 people, and I just looked up, and it's 33. Okay, 33 is the highest vibration number. It means it's you're enlightened, you're changing. There's a change in the wind. Look at this card. Wow, Sagittarius. Look at this card. I'm getting King of Swords, right? So in order for you to stop going round and round and round and feeling like you're in a delusional circle, or like you're living in the clouds, they want you to cut people out. There's something that you need to cut out of here. And this has to do with love. Again, this has to do with love. The Lover's card, okay? Okay, here's what I'm getting. Somebody cannot let go of someone here. I'm going to tell you that if you don't work on this and you don't forgive them and you don't speak to them, if you can't speak to them because it's irreconcilable, if that's a word, it's irreconcilable. Yeah, that's a word. I'm smart. I know what I'm saying. And if you can't get in touch with them, or you can't see, Matthew, this is hilarious. I'm not even, like, I was just thinking about you for a second, and I was like, nah, it can't be him. But yeah, it is. There's an energy of like needing to, really, really, first of all, the truth, like, it's like you're tired of it. Like, you're tired of this shit. But you need to understand, like, looking at this, I'm looking at the duality of this, right? The shadow self and the light self, right? So the shadow side is the darkness here, and the light is here. This person came into your life to teach you a lesson. And the thing is, what lesson did you learn from them? What did they teach you? What did it teach you? Because you don't want to keep going around in a spiral. And I'm feeling like you need to get out of that portal that you're in, the darkness of the portal, and just create yourself a brand new portal that you're going to walk into. Like, you got to say to yourself, here, look, man, I've seen the shadow self. I've seen how it worked out for me. I've seen what happened. And now I am ready to step forward into the light. Like, I've seen this side. It's there. I got it. I understand. Now it's time to the other side. You understand what I'm saying? There's just this, like, it's like the moon energy and the sun energy. A lot of people like to work with the moon. I like to work with the moon and the sun, but mostly, like, I'm like a night person. However, when the sun is out, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, oof, the sun is like the I am, you know what I'm saying? It's the I am of the world. Like, it's the light, the light bearer. Like, it brings enlightenment. So wanting you to go, first of all, understand that whatever you have been through, this was just showing you the dark side of you and the light side of you. Now what you can do is try to merge these two together and understand that it's okay. It's okay that you went through a dark period. It's okay you had dark relationships. That's supposed to happen so it could teach you, not to punish you. You're not being punished, babes. You're not. Look at that shit. Like, this is Gemini energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Of course, a Gemini there too as well. This is really something with love here. And somebody needs to speak to someone, like tell them something. Like, I feel like if you don't tell this person how you feel or what happened or why you like this or why you like that, again, I looked up, it was 33 people. If you don't tell this person how you feel, you're gonna carry this shit for a while, and it keeps leaving you worried. Like, I'm gonna say again, my stomach, like the nervousness again. You gotta walk out of that doorway that kept you in the dark, right? Again, I'm seeing this as the light and the dark here, and you needing to let the star guide you, right? Because planets are initially stars, right? And then, like, walk out of that portal, turn your back on it, and just say, like, I don't want to go into that doorway anymore. You know, like, she's got kind of like her hand up at the door, like, no, like, I'm not going back. Oh, wow, okay, that's how I'm seeing that. It's amazing. I'm not going back. So there's a message in this for you not to go back. Not to go back. And listen, there's ways to clear these energies, and the way I'm going to show you is the easiest way that I did. When I went through a rough breakup, this was probably one of the hardest relationships that when I got over it really hurt me. Like, I just didn't understand, but it was like so valuable to my growth. I'm so grateful that it happened the way it did. I don't see it as bad or sad now, but at the moment, when I was in that moment, it felt so painful, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what did I do? Like, what is it? What is it with me and love? Why can't nothing ever work out? And then I realized, no, it's not that. I had to break a cycle because I looked back at my relationships and I was saying to myself, this is like a year ago, wow, Flo, you've really been like with the same types of people. And even when they were not the same, they were the same. Like, they were always controlling. They were always annoying, right? They were always trying to tell me what to do. They were always shining off me, right? I could say one person that wasn't like that, but he was too young for me and I wasn't ready for that. So I was too old for him, and he wanted to move in and be serious. And it was like all these relationships, I stepped into them without thinking ahead of time. What do I really want? What do I really want in a relationship? And so what did I have to do? You know, all those times you sleep with people thinking that that's going to make you feel better, you know. It doesn't matter 2, 3, 4 times when it happens, you don't feel better about yourself, you know. Like, oh my God, that felt great. I feel amazing. This is awesome. No, you're kind of like, fuck, man, now I feel empty inside and I feel like I'm lonely and I don't feel like I have love, right? So what's happening here is this is a transformation for you to learn what you need to know about love, because what you need to know about love is that you are repeating the cycles, and if you don't break that cycle, you're never learning lessons, and if you're not learning lessons, you're not advancing, and if you're not advancing, you'll never be happy because you're going to end up in the same situations over and over again. So I had to look back and examine it, and I'm not speaking on my situation for me, it's so you can learn. I had to look back and examine it and really see why. So you know how I did that? People are like, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? And then when I say this, they're like, oh my God, are you serious? I gotta be alone forever? No, you have to be alone for a while. In order to get you to know yourself, you have to be alone for a while. Because if you're not, listen to me, somebody who always needed love, somebody who always needed somebody with her. And I always was in relationships. I was always in 2-year, 3-year, 1 year. And I never could be alone. When I was alone, I felt like I was like useless. Everybody else got a boyfriend, girlfriend. I got to have one too, blah, right? And it was like this constant cycle that I wasn't stopping for a moment to get to know who's Florina, who am I, and what do I like and what don't I like? And why do I keep repeating these relationships and going and being with someone else and that doesn't work out, so boom, I'm with someone else. But then for a year now, I'm alone. And I mean alone as far as like, you know, every type of way, you know, we don't have to be specific here. You know what I mean by alone, right? And then I also took sex out of the equation for me. and I'm talking about like even with masturbation and everything, I'm just gonna say for me it was valuable. Why? Because it showed me that first of all, every time in a relationship, sex played a big part. Like if the person didn't get sex or whatever, it's like communication wasn't there. All it was about was sex, right? I don't know if any of you could relate to this, but if you can't, this is for you anyway. Somebody's gonna need this message. It would be all about sex. It would be all about like sex, right? But like they would love me and want to be with me, but it was mostly about sex. And the only time we got along is when it was about sex, right? And so I needed, okay, good. So this is what I needed to do. I needed to be alone and like take sex out of the equation, not just with men or with women, right? But with myself as well. To have a healthy boundary with myself, to know that, wait a minute, it's not me. I'm not like a sex fiend or anything like that. It's just when I was in these relationships, almost like these partners made me feel like if it wasn't about sex, it wasn't about anything. Because it wasn't. Because when we would try to communicate, it was like talking to a fucking wall. But like all of a sudden we'd have sex and it was great. You know what I'm saying? But we would sit in a room together, and I'm talking about not just one relationship. We'd sit in a room together and no conversation. I don't give a fuck how fly you are, how big your dick is. If you cannot motherfucking talk to me or listen to me, what are you good for? I can just sit here, meditate, talk to my spirit guides, talk to my ancestors, talk to my loved ones, and I literally, it's even better because they don't answer me back and they don't got nothing stupid to say. They're just like listening, like, I understand. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you listen to your inner voice, they will answer you if you ask them a question like, do you think this is the right thing for me to do? Ooh, my ear just pinched. Do you see that? You see that? It just, we are listening to you. They're saying we're always listening to you. And if you listen closely, we are trying to talk to you and we are guiding you, and that's your intuition. But I'm going to tell you, if you do not, how are you adding value to my life? Exactly. If you do not understand that, if you don't take the point of this whole thing was if you don't take the time to be alone and really discover who you are. Listen, you don't have to be alone forever. It's been almost a year and like 2 months for me. I'm not really sure because I don't keep count, right? However, hi, Haley. How are you, Haley Karma? So, however, when, I'm sorry, Haley, but when I'm doing this, I'm like really into it, you know? Hi, Anthony. So, what I'm saying to you is when you take the time to get to know who you are, like today, I promise you, look, guys, everything I share with you is so that you can be like, how did you do it, Flo? I'm going to tell you how. I focused on me for the past year and 2-3 months, whatever it is, focused on me completely. Took sex out of the equation, focused on my spiritual growth. For me, it was spiritual growth, getting to know my higher self and tapping into my dreams and doing this and doing that, right? Right, exactly, intellectual. And when you are working on yourself, intellectual just said this is why I love you. If you are doing the work, you lose track of the time alone. So when you're working on yourself and you're focused on you, it doesn't even feel like you're single or anything like that. Yeah, and I'm sure you were. And this is what I'm telling you. It doesn't feel like you're alone. I don't feel lonely. You got to understand. The only thing that ever makes somebody feel lonely is when they go out with people and they see that they just went out with people and it was a waste of fucking time. And then they get home, they're like, people suck, hell. And they feel lonely. But if you're constantly working on you and all this stuff, you have to, Haley, I have a website. You can check it out. It's on my Instagram, okay, for private readings. But just remember, everybody has to know it's only for healing. I'm a healer. I'm going to tell you things that you might want to hear, might not want to hear, but it's for you to move forward in life. And when you're ready to take that next step, give me a call because I want people to be ready to heal and progress, okay? Just like right now, what I'm doing. So what I'm saying is, and this is very important because I feel like whoever watches this message, and I want to put down in the comment section, even if you're not a Sagittarius, please watch the end of that read because you got to know yourself, okay? You got to know yourself. Know yourself and know your worth because today I might not be the hottest girl in the world. I might not be the prettiest or the smartest, but I do know one thing that I learned who I am, and I know what I like, and I know what I don't like. So now, all of those relationships I was in, because I'm healed completely, when I say with relationships especially, I'm very healed when it comes to that. Like, I let go of all the pain, all the hurt from the past. So because of that, whoever comes up to me next, when I feel a person is not healed, and they try to talk to me like, what's up, baby? I'm like, get your toxic ass the fuck away from me. I don't care how cute you are, how rich you are, what kind of car you drive, the energy, I will feel it. You know why? Because I took the time to be alone. And now if someone approaches me, I'm like, that radar is up. It's like, right? It will be all fucking all over the place. Exactly. Lies, lies, lies. I'll have somebody talk to me and be like, oh, and I'm like, what? Why are you talking to me? Like, don't you have something to do? Like, most guys out here are fucking, they're not ready for this type of love. You know what I mean when I say this type of love? I'm talking about that kind of love where I could walk into the house and you'd be like, baby, what happened today? I want to hear all about it. And you don't just hear me, you're listening. Like, what? Oh my God, that's interesting. That's so cool, baby. You're the best. You're amazing. You don't even know what kind of amazing person you are. If you ain't doing that for me, I could do that for myself all day long. I do it for myself all day, and it's not my ego self. It's my loving myself. Like, so, you're a good person. Like, and I'm just gonna say, like, self-talk, self-love talk is so good because if you're in a relationship, the sex could be great, the dick could be great, the money could be great. But exactly resilience, if somebody ain't listening to me after you just finished listening to me, for real, listening to me, you guys, you know what I'm saying. You ever had that one conversation you'll never forget with someone? Doesn't have to be a love situation where you just sat there till like 6 a.m, just bearing your soul, and both of you were listening to each other. Like, you could remember listening to them and like, damn, their life, that was so nice. But you listen to them. That's what a relationship is. Not good sex, not he's got money, not he got a nice house. All of this exterior stuff is not important. It's good to have somebody who's got their life in order, who's got their things under control. It's nice, but is that what it's about? No. If you go looking for a person for their outer layers, just know when you start to peel the onion and you go into their inner layers, you might not like what you find out. So if I were you, I would find out from the inside out what a person is, not from what they portray on the outside. Whether they could be fucking famous, an actor, this, that. When you do that from the outside, and you do that when you find out who they are on the inside, remember, it's like the earth. There's the core, the outer core, all that other shit, that's how the earth looks. That's what a human being's like. So peel the layers of the onion underneath first. Get to know them, really get to know them from the inside out, because the outside looks pretty until the inside is revealed. But the inside, it could make a ugly person to you, because ugly and pretty is based on perception. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. It's said for a reason. So that person who's not the greatest looking, but they dress good, their balls smell good, you know what I'm saying? Their butthole always on fleek, right? Whew. You know what I'm saying? Or her vagina is always smelling legit. They don't gotta be the prettiest thing in the world, but once you get to know their insides, nothing in the world can make them ugly. The more you get to know a person and you fall in love with their personality, their characteristics, the prettier and the more beautiful they become. Come on now. I know you all had that one friend where you knew they weren't the prettiest girl in the world, but they were so good, such good people, that they were so beautiful that if a guy was like, oh, you want to hook me up with your friend, is she bad? To you, right away, your answer was yes. Even though you knew they might be like, she ain't bad, bro. Like, no. You don't know her like I know her. When you get to know her, you might, because, this is a strong message for the collective here. Pretty booty hole. I swear to you, once you literally you ever, when you're healed, I'll just tell you, if you ever notice, you'll talk to someone on the phone. When you were younger, though, right? You would talk to people on the phone, let's say AOL, Instant Messenger, whatever the fuck, whatever was popping at that time, right? Because I'm older than a lot of you, but still. And you got to know someone, and you were on the phone for days, for hours, and you just started bearing your soul to each other. When you're not healed and you meet that person and they're not up to your par standards, the way they look, you'll notice everything wrong about them because you're not healed. When you want a person to love you for who you are, truly who you are, no matter what I'm not going to say no matter what they look like, because let's just keep it all the way real. Motherfucker comes, his forehead ashy, his teeth are yellow, he look like he ain't brushed his ass, and his teeth or his ass in years, right? Okay, come on. Like, I like clean people. What I'm saying is, though, it's going to be hard for you to be like, I don't like you. And you might even not like them that way, but you'll remain friends with them. You understand what I'm saying? That's what a healed person will do. They'll keep that person as a friend at least. Like, look, and they'll tell them. And today, when you are healed, like I said, I had somebody hit me up and they were blah, 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 talking. And I was like, cool, whatever. But once he gave me like the shade and I was like, instead of blocking him like I did in the past, I let him know exactly what I did not like about him. I was like, look, like you're texting too much, you're wilding, like you need to stop. Like, and I was saying it in a nice way. Like, look, I would just tell you that if you're gonna be in a relationship, girls don't like this, or I don't like this. I don't know about other women, but women like me who are working, we're doing our thing, you know. And he appreciated that. He was like, thank you for that advice, because now he's like, I'm gonna take that advice the next time I date someone. Can I get another chance? I said, I'm not a big second chance giver. I said, but I will tell you that don't do that again, because another girl, bitches will run her like real quick. And so instead of being like, fuck you, blocking them, I actually I made him better for the next bitch. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, love somebody for who they are. When you fall in love with yourself and you take time to be with thyself, nothing in the world, like you feel complete. You know, like I'll hear songs like, you're not complete until you love someone, or you're not a full person until you have someone else. What? When I was born out of my mom's vajayjay. I think I was by myself. There wasn't a woman next to my mother giving birth and it was a boy, and it was like, we're twin flames, they're here, ding, like, yay. No, it was, bitch, it was me, and I had to figure this out on my own. So fuck you and fuck you, bitch, pay me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? And I just want to show you what my brother literally made. He made this like from scratch, and this is a real fact right here. Look, he built that, right? He built this. First he had the 4 pieces of wood, and then he built it, and then he painted it, right? Because it was regular wood. And then he started adding flowers into it. And what he's going to do is add flowers all into it. He made it. It's a boy. He made it. You know what I'm saying? And he made that by himself. Isn't that beautiful? Look, and it's sturdy too. It's not a joke. He made that. He put the handles on it and he painted this. Isn't that incredible? So, I mean, isn't that amazing? Like, very creative. My brother and his girl, I'm gonna say that, like, I was like to her, yo, let's make stuff. Like, people love like homemade stuff. The energy, you know what I'm saying? The energy is real. When you make stuff at home like that, people love that shit. I would rather buy someone's homemade shit than fucking from the fucking selling child pedophilia what's that fucking place? You know what I'm talking about, where they're selling children carpets for $30,000. No. Does it mean anything when a different zodiac sign resonates with your life? Not at all. It just means that you were meant to hear that message. So sometimes I'll pop into a reading like just by on you know, for no reason, and it will resonate with me, and it will be like a sign. I'm like, the fuck? I'm not even a Pisces. I have no Pisces in my chart. Just one, you know? You have people wishing pregnancy on you? Ugh. I would, honestly, anybody who's pregnant right now, blessings. But I would wait right now for a baby and shit. Like, I would just not. Right now, for me, I wouldn't. Like, my daughter's already 9. Like, if somebody was like, let's have a baby, I'll be like, oh, this is not going to work out. This ain't going to work out. Like, been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? I know Mercury retrograde is over. That's why I'm feeling a little bit freer right now. But, you know, with whose uterus? Well, not mine, bitch. You got a fucking surrogate mother? I'll be more than happy to join you. Bitch, you can go through the pain and the labor and all that. I'm just going to sit back, relax. No, I wouldn't even want to, like, I just, you know, I wouldn't be happy like right now to have a child as for myself, but I'm also older, and I lived a long life for somebody who's this old, this young. I mean, you know, my daughter's 9 and she's a crybaby Cancer. My daughter's a Cancer too. Brunch with bad girls. Oh my God, that's hilarious, yo. And I've been helping people begin on their spiritual journeys. Or Jeremiah, that's beautiful. My shit gone. Doc said bye. For real? Yo, yeah, Mercury retrograde had me sleep. I was knocked out the whole time, just sleeping. Like I couldn't stop sleeping, and I was like, yo, you know what? I need to take a break. I told people I'm doing your readings after Mercury retrograde. I came up with, I did everybody else's, and I was like, guys, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, please let this pass, because I'm just a tired ass bitch. Oh wow, Misha, that's deep, yeah. So now I would say start this energy with thank you, Mercury, for teaching me lessons with communication and all that stuff. Thank you, Mars in retrograde, for teaching me about the anger and the issues that I had that I'm clearing now. And now start with a fresh new energy. Go to bed tonight and ask your spirit guides and angels to help you start a fresh new cycle, a brand new beginning, especially since the moon in Taurus is like slow progressing. Things could feel like they're stagnant. They're taking their time, but it's okay. By the grace of God, it's okay. That's good, because everything happens for a reason. Trust me when I tell you, because me sometimes too, I'll be like, nothing's happening. Like, but it is. It's happening every second. We just got to see it. You know what I mean? We have to literally see it and feel it, you know? Listen, what you want is already created. So like what you're wanting for the future, what you're wanting to come towards you, it's already created. It's already there. You just have to see it coming to you. So if you have a vision of like, you want this kind of home, this kind of life, this kind of man, this kind of woman, whatever, Jeremiah, believe it or not, your spirit guides come to you in dreams as people that you know. So people are like, Flo, I saw my ex-boyfriend in a dream. What does that mean? That could have been your spirit guide stepping into that person to teach you that's the person you need to let go of. Your spirit guides don't always come to you as themselves, because spirit guides can be just energy, and they could not like form into a specific person, like a being, because even if you saw them, you wouldn't know who they are. You know, they're not gonna be like, hi, we're your spirit guides. That's not how it works. It's the way spirit guides work is they'll go with what you're comfortable with. So if you like a bear a lot, they'll be like a bear in your dream. If you have something to work on, they might come in as an avatar in your dream to teach you that is what you need to let go of, you know? I'm moving to a new apartment. Do you have any tips on getting rid of bad energies could have been there from the people before me? Take white sage, and open the windows, open the door before you step in the apartment. For me, this is superstitious shit, but it's like up to you too. I would step in with my right foot, so that, you know, the right foot is like the good beginning, right? Step in with your right foot, take the sage and just say, hey, I'm here, but you know, I want this energy clear of any negativity. And you can do all the corners of the house. Like I'm talking about the corners of the bathroom, the corners of the closets, the corners of the base, wherever it is, every corner of the house. So wherever you see the corners, do that. Open the windows, clear it out, and just ask the energy that's negative to leave, and call in the love and light and the white light. And then if you want to get some sweetgrass, that's amazing too. After you burn some sweetgrass to invite positive energy back in, right? And you can do that. And then I would always take like any crystal you have and light a white candle. Like as soon as you step into the apartment, you do the sage and all that. After that, you could light a white candle and put it somewhere like that's like kind of in the middle of the apartment, so it's like spreads around. And what you want to do is light it and leave it lit all day there, so that any negative energies can get sucked into the light and the crystal energy, and then all the positive energies will flourish through the apartment and make you feel brand new, and that home will be cleansed and cleared, and you don't have to worry about nothing else. And ask them politely, tell them politely, I'm moving in here. You know, I'm not here to cause problems, but at the same time, no negative energies are welcome here. I will not stand for it, and I thank you for your appearance, for your whatever, but just let them know this your shit right now. Like, unless you're gonna leave me some bill money at the end of the month right here, Mr. Ghost or Mr. whoever you are, I'm gonna need to see the paper over here, coins, you heard? Here's the ghost jar. If you're gonna live in my crib, I'm gonna need a motherfucking you know what? Matter of fact, I'm going to need a security deposit. You know what I'm saying? Ever since the moon on the 31st, I've been a lot more happy, and I've been more spiritually connected. And Taurus energy, grounded. You know, like right now, you're going to go through some grounding, right? So for those of you who are ascending and you're getting downloads and all that stuff, and this is the time for you to... This is the time for you to get grounded. You're welcome. Your dead sons. Your dead sons. I just read that. What does that mean, your dead sons? Because that looks a little bit morbid, no? But it's cute. But this is the time for you to get grounded, because there's going to be some new energies that are going to come in, and you need to accept it for what they are, and just take your time. Yes, Virgo gang all the way. Take your time. Like, I'm a Virgo, and I had to learn not to overanalyze everything and not to want everything, because as Virgos, we're hard workers. We're the work sign. Like, we have to be working. We have to be working. We have to be doing something. I've learned to just take it back, slow down. Everything will come into you when it's supposed to. When you try to fast forward things and move them quickly, like, you ever notice somebody who doesn't have money and then boom, they have money, they don't know how to use it and they spend it all because it's too quick. There won't be no civil war at all. Trump is gonna win, and nothing's gonna happen. Nothing. They're just, there might be some people who wild out and shit, but that's on them. That's not in your world. Don't see that as your world, and if you feel danger at all in your area, just leave it for a while, go somewhere else for a while, few days or a week or whatever. I feel like at the end of the day, whoever wins, no matter what, understand something, take control of your own life. It doesn't matter who's our president. It just matters what you do, honestly. So, like freaking Hitler could be president. If we just sat around and let Hitler kill us all, then guess what? It's our fault, right? So if something's going down that we don't like, that's when you get together, you create things, but you create things with love and light in your heart, because right now, I feel like people are going to be surprised at the outcome of things that happen, because it's going to be understanding that when you don't look at this world like the way it is, they're boarding up New York City and Atlantic City. Wow. All right, so if you don't look at things the way that... So when you watch, like, the news a lot and you watch this... You're now making that a part of your world. And I mean this. Like, let me just tell you. We create our own reality, so that means that if you're watching the news and you're creating... Your life is becoming that. Drama, craziness, hate. I don't even look at none of that, because in my life, where I'm from, there's nothing but peace, stillness, love, compassion, and all that extra shit, the fighting, all that, I don't even pay attention to. It's not in my world. I'm not a part of it. So, and I'm not going to become a part of it. So, not just the news, even Instagram, like looking through people's shit, like these conspiracy theorists, like people that be putting out all this negative shit, talking about, oh, we need to kill this person and that. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't even see that stuff happens, but that's like that world. I don't know what world that's in, but it's not here anymore. I used to live in that world, in that shit. I hated everything world, and pain and suffering. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll see like one little thing. Maybe I'll see like kids crying. I'll donate a few dollars, but I'm like, that's their world. That could be in a whole nother dimension for all I know. I don't know, but it ain't in mine. I know that much, because I'm not letting that shit come my way. We didn't end well, and it's been hard for me to move on. Could it have been my spirit guides? 100%. They're showing you this is who you need to heal in this lifetime. So your spirit guides, like I said, will use people that you having problems with and show you them in your dreams. It's not your ex. Your ex, listen, I tell people a million times, if you see your ex in your dream, your ex is not traveling into your dreams. That's not happening. It's your spirit guide saying, hey, look, this is the one thing that you need to let go of. You got to work on that in this lifetime. Otherwise, you're going to come back and do this all over again. And you don't want to do that. And if you don't do it in this life, like coming back and manifesting back into a human body, what's going to happen is you're going to go to school after and learn lessons about this person. So I would learn the lessons about them, and I would forgive them and just move forward. Nice, Jeremiah. So, I just feel like, when you see certain people, like let's say you see a certain cousin in your dreams all the time and she's doing things in your dreams, it's because this person, they were karmic, they kind of like, you had to let things go with this person. And you had a dream about that, Alpha Muerte, is because when you had a dream about your ex trying to control you and manipulate you and laugh and walked away, it's because you kind of like, if you're really thinking about it, you know that now. Like maybe when you were together, he laughed, manipulated you, and you weren't aware of that then. But now you're awakening to that, and they're telling you like, don't go to my ear. Yep, don't go towards the same energy again. Okay. Or dreams you are in a classroom. That dreams you're in a classroom, you know why that is? Because you're actually in a classroom. You're learning. So if you see, I tell people, I think I've spoken about this a lot of times. When you have dreams that you're in a classroom, you're actually learning in the astral. So when you go to sleep at night, your spirit is doing work. So it's remember, we live in multiple dimensions at once. So when you're sleeping, you're literally able to see into other dimensions. So let's say you see yourself in a classroom. How I look at it is like, oh shit, last night I went into a classroom and I did some work. Like the other night I had a dream that I was in the school, but I was like hanging out with everybody and they were like, oh, flow, whatever. And they were just like, I don't know, it was kind of like they were just chilling with me. Like they were happy to see me. And I was telling people, I'm going to bail you out. I'm going to bail you out. So it was like basically I went into the astral world and letting them know, like, you could free yourself too. Just finish learning these lessons and get out of it. Like I'm doing it right now in the human form. And then look at me. I'm here in a dream visiting you. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Thank you, universe. Exactly. I feel like I'm not mentally ready for a relationship because of the simple fact that I know I need to get my energy right so I can attract positive energy, right, Jeremiah? And that's a fact. I know I'm always ready for anything, but like I just know that, like, you know, everything in divine timing. I'm not running towards it. I'm not like, oh, I'm single. Like, you know, I'm just like, do I get like that one or two times when I'm like, I'm a little lonely? Yeah, but that's completely cleared out. Like it's like now it's like no. And like I really just don't want to think about that. I have other things I want to do in life, you know, and you know, when that comes along, it comes along. Like I said, if the person ain't with what I'm doing right now and they're not fully supporting me and they're not with me, then I don't need that person in my life. Honestly, I really don't need another child to babysit. I need somebody who's healed. And even if they're not a spiritual person, at least they're very healed and they have like no issues. You know what I'm saying? All right. I love you guys. I'm going to go to bed. I'm very tired. Love and light to you all. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys this week, okay? I'm probably going to rest tomorrow and just take the time to like recuperate and regenerate myself. I love you guys. The person will come when the time's right. Exactly. There's no need to rush anything, guys. Don't try to run into relationships. Oh, I'm lonely. Oh, no. What are you offering? Like, for real, like, we got to offer each other love, okay? So if not, like, if they're not your best friend, your guide, your love, they help you when you need help, then they don't need to be in your life. That's it. That's it. It's really that simple. I love you all very, very much, guys. I love you, every single one of you, each and every one of you. I love you all. Thanks for being a part of our Angel Squad community. Thank you for being an angel. And you guys, you know, you have each other, so stay connected with each other. That's what I'm building this whole platform for. I love you guys. You're welcome, Matthew. I love you. Good night, guys. That's right, Fuerte. When you stop looking and caring, the universe will bring them to you. Trust. Night, everybody. I love you guys. I'm just giving you guys a chance to say goodnight to each other. Okay, good night, guys. I love you. Bye.